Hello everyone. So this all started with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and the Adobe Dam Project and New River Dam Project. In 2014, the Deer Valley Rock Art Center was renamed as the Deer Valley Petroglyph Preserve and incorporated into the ASU Center for Archaeology and Society. Petroglyphs here are attributed to the Hohokam and earlier desert archaic people, and even quite possibly earlier than the Archaic period itself. You seem to find petroglyphs no matter where you look in this heap of rocks. The site, when being studied by the Army Corps of Engineers and their archaeologists, was known as Hedgepeth Hills Petroglyph Site. There are over 1,500 different design elements recorded at the petroglyph site. They can be found on 579 glyph-bearing boulders located within 6 discrete clusters. You have all three typical designs of petroglyphs: geometric, anthropomorphic, and zoomorphic carvings and peckings. Again, the rock carvings are everywhere. Was some of the rock art created by those that predated the desert archaic people? I'm convinced of it. What you see here are several of the oldest glyphs at the site. Arizona State University helps run the location. The ASU Archaeology Anthropology Department believes that some of the petroglyphs are so old they may have to change when original occupation occurred and when the glyphs started being carved into the stones. That would mean those creating the first glyphs were much older than the Hohokam culture, even older than the oldest desert archaic cultures, meaning Neolithic period. Did it go back to the last ice age, around 11,000 years ago? Is this specific rock art telling a story about what happened in the sky, what appeared above people? So much of the forms carved mimic what is seen at plasma labs around the world. Here's a close-up. Many of the petroglyphs seen at the rock art site are similar to other glyphs found around the world that hinted toward these ancient people having witnessed plasma events taking place in the sky above. Several physicists have discussed that the forms and figures being logged in the ancient data are similar, if not identical, to plasma events created in labs around the world. Central Arizona is well known for having these types of ancient recordings everywhere. These are old. No, we'll change it. They're ancient. This was carved into the rock a very long time ago. And don't forget your binoculars. There is a walking path that's chained off. The public isn't allowed to climb the rocks. Too many of the rock art pieces would get damaged, maybe even destroyed. So the public has the wonderful opportunity to see carvings from many different time periods, meaning different cultures having created them. Many people believe that what the social scientists tell us are gospel, and that descriptions of archaeological sites or rock art is a science. Please take a moment to read this page and notice how those same scientists are getting local Native Americans, people that have lived in the area, and local artists to assist them in describing and interpreting the ancient rock art. Remember that we are not sure if any current tribes are related directly to the Hohokam. We don't know for sure who they were or how they evolved into other groups. We truly have very little understanding of who was here before the Hohokam. Some of these carvings are old. All these designs are found at the petroglyph site. Some ancient, others not so much. But how can we lump them together because they are found on the same rocks? We can't. What was taking place 10,000 years ago in the Arizona locations was completely different from 1,500 years ago and very different from 650 years ago. If you're in the Phoenix area, I highly recommend you go and check this history out for yourself. There's a museum attached that helps educate the public on the history captured here and in many other locations around the area. The site is surely pushing back the history books on when these ancient cultures walked the earth and documented so many details of their lives. Please take a moment to subscribe to my YouTube page. Until next time, take care.